My initial concern was keeping up with schoolwork because I had several deadlines I had to meet, and I also had some friends who wanted to talk to me that day, but luckily all of that worked out.
Initially, I had one concern, and that's my girlfriend. I talked to her every second of the day, and that was going to be really tough for 24 hours. Oh yeah, and another thing, tap and go. I had to wait in line at Starbucks, and that was going to be really brutal, and I knew that. So that was one big main concern I had.
So one of my initial concerns about going without media for a full 24 hours was not being able to talk to my mom, because I talked to her about like 5 times a day, just to kill time or when I'm bored. So that was something that I definitely had to work around.
Alright, so I decided to choose Friday for my day without any media because I don't have any classes that day, and I did my best to schedule beforehand so I didn't have any phone calls, and I let my friends know that I'd be going a day without media so they didn't think I just randomly disappeared. And yeah. So instead of using any media for the day, I decided that it would be a good day to go running, and I also went swimming, and I read some books, mainly Harry Potter.
I chose Saturday to go without media because there's no school and I don't have to go to my internship where I have to use my computer. So instead, I went to the Getty with my roommate, just to kind of get out of off campus for a while, and we also went to Marina Del Rey and ate, so that took up a lot of time.
So I chose last Friday to do my no media day, and I didn't really plan it out at all, and I actually had one class that day, so that was pretty challenging sitting through that class because there was some media involved, but not a lot, so that was a challenge. And to refrain from myself using media, I kept active. I went to the gym and stuff like that, went on a run, like Garrett said, and I just kept myself busy with things that were not media involved.
Alright, so for me, my biggest challenge was planning ahead a little bit because I had planned to meet one of my friends at Starbucks, but I wasn't able to tell her when the time was because I didn't have my phone and I couldn't use it because it's media.
My biggest challenge was avoiding looking at or using my phone simply because I made the mistake of not turning it off, and it was sitting next to me like vibrating and stuff, and I was getting multiple text messages from my girlfriend just saying like, what are you doing and stuff like that. I couldn't respond though, but it was really distracting, so that was definitely my biggest challenge.
So like I said before, I talked to my mom more than 5 times a day, so the biggest challenge was not talking to her and letting her know what I did throughout the day.
Alright, so this project may have been challenging, but there were also a lot of positives with it. Like, when you're walking around, you tend to notice more when you're not on your phone, like the environment and like trees and flowers, and you also, I think, generally pay more attention to the people around you, and you can have better conversations when you're not constantly texting with other people.
So I guess a positive for me was walking to and from classes or like going to get something to eat or something. I noticed I struck up a lot more conversation with random people than I would normally, And also, I've always known we had a like nice campus, but like I never noticed how many trees, like palm trees, we had, and I thought that was kind of crazy because those are really expensive, and they spent a lot of money on those, and that was pretty cool to see.
In the beginning of the project, I thought that with no media, I would feel disconnected from the world and other people, but I actually got the opposite effect, and I definitely felt more connected with my roommate. I took a lot more in at the Getty, and I was able to appreciate a lot of my surroundings.